Hey there, it's Poul Mark at Transcend Coffee, and we thought it was high time to do another podcast. It's been, I don't know what, maybe even 6 months since our last one, and we've just gotten busy, and that's our excuse, although I know it's not a good one. So we're committing afresh to be more frequent with these things and talking a little bit more to you about what's going on at Transcend and things that we think you might find interesting to hear in the next months going forward. So today, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, and it's a reason why I'm standing in the roastery, and you can see the roaster behind us. It's a Friday, so it's nice and quiet in here. It's our maintenance day. We just got back, as you may be aware, from Europe, and Josh was competing at Worlds, and we'll probably do maybe an episode about that, just sort of debrief that whole event. But one of the real side benefits of our trip to Europe was I took my family. We did a little bit of holiday afterwards, and we're in Scandinavia, so in Copenhagen and Oslo. And Josh was there as well after the World Championships, and we were hanging out with not just other coffee companies, but specifically, we were spending time with the crew at Kaffe in Oslo. And it was a great opportunity to sort of build community with them, understand a little bit more about what is sort of becoming known as the Nordic approach to roasting, and just a different style altogether when it comes to filter coffee. One of the really interesting things about Norway is that while they do sell a lot of espresso, Norwegians love to drink coffee, but they drink mostly filter coffee. And so, you know, it's a bit more on par or similar to the Canadian market, where we drink a lot of brewed coffee. And so we spent some time with them, hanging out with them, and just getting our heads wrapped around how exactly they go about roasting for filter. And Josh had ordered some coffee sent to Kaffe when we were in early days thinking about the Worlds. It was some of our Kenyan. So we had a bag of Kenyan actually to roast, and so Josh got on the roaster. It's a UG 15, so a little bit smaller than our roaster, and just started to follow and learn a little bit about their profile. So the fun thing was that Josh roasted some coffee, one of our Kenyans that should soon arrive, and we co-branded it. It was Kaffe and Transcend, and we're selling that coffee in Oslo, and we're going to take the proceeds from that coffee, and we're going to give it to Coffee Kids. So just because we didn't really know what else to do with the coffee over there in Norway. So hopefully some Norwegians have enjoyed that Transcend roasted Kenyan. But anyways, getting back home, we were excited to try this new roast profile. And essentially there's not a whole lot of difference actually in terms of the coffee, the time in which the coffee is roasted. What we're doing is changing when we add heat, when we add energy to the roast. We're changing the duration of development time. And while all of this sounds a little bit geeky, the end result is that the coffees are becoming or have become less roasty. And we've never roasted dark, just as you know, we've committed to that. But what in the process of trying to get development, sweetness and development in the coffee bean, our old approach to roasting coffee would sometimes result in a slight flavor of roast when it came to brewed coffee, and we wanted to get rid of that, but we just didn't know quite how to do that. And so what was really exciting about this whole process was that the time we spent in Oslo and the time that Josh spent roasting over there equipped us with a much better understanding of how to roast coffee for drip, for filter, for brewing coffee in a way that still allows sweetness to be developed, still allows that complete development of the bean so that there's plenty of sweetness, but also by preserving some acidity in the coffee. And I know that acidity can sometimes be a scary word to consumers. They're not quite sure what that means in coffee, but in short, acidity is the thing that is absolutely necessary in great coffee because it gives sparkle, it gives life, it gives vibrancy to the coffee. Without acidity, the coffee's flat, it's boring, and it just doesn't have any character. And so we're spending all this time and energy running around the world, sourcing some of the best coffee beans on the planet, paying crap loads of money for this coffee, and then struggling to celebrate that coffee in a way that preserves the acidity and still gets the complete amount of sweetness out of the bean, and allows the coffee that we're so excited about to sing. And so we're really excited at Transcend here these last couple of weeks, because this new roast profile, while not completely dialed in and we haven't completely figured it out, what it has shown us is the potential that the coffee has, and the potential for amazing complexity and amazing flavor profiles coming out of these coffees in a way that we've just never really figured out before. And so I'm happy to announce and happy to tell you that we've got a new profile that is really going to enable us to highlight the unique characteristics of all the coffee that we're starting to buy, and it's just going to be really exciting for you to taste. And so I'm not sure I want to say much more than that, other than I hope you can taste it in the cup. I hope that as you're buying this coffee for home and you're brewing it, you know, simple things. Remember, 60 grams per liter of water, hot water, whether it's Chemex or or French press, or your Technivorm, or even the new Bonavita that's out now. All of these brew methods are great. Buy fresh coffee, grind it before you brew, and hopefully you'll notice a significant difference in the flavor profiles of the coffee that starts to arrive at your door, because we're super excited about what we're tasting, and we're really committed to continuing to push the boundaries and push our own understanding of how to roast these coffees in a way that just makes them so exciting to drink. And so, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Enjoy these new coffees. The Costas are tasting phenomenal, and our Kenyans I think are soon to arrive, and we'll have an Ethiopian showing up on the door here fairly quickly as well. So, yeah, until next time, drink less more often, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.